When you say that you want to do a business on the internet, they look at you like, what are you talking about? Are you scamming people? Are you doing this? Are you doing that?
Well, guys, Alex Fedotoff here, and today we have our amazing client, Malik from ESS. I wanted to ask you, right? Kind of like your background, like for everyone, what's your background, how you got into e-commerce?
Okay, so I started like my first store in e-commerce like 4 years ago. I was just scrolling on the internet, trying to find a way to make money by myself. I always wanted to make money by myself, but I didn't want like to be stuck somewhere. Like you open a restaurant, you have to be at your restaurant and stuff. And I had some money left, spared. I was looking for a way to make money because I spend a lot of time on the computer. Like I'm a bit of a geek, so I like to be on the internet, trying new things, like looking for new things and stuff. And I came across some YouTube videos about dropshipping, and I was like, okay, that seems like a great thing to do, especially that like all the little things that you have to, not little, but all the things that you have to know, like to do like Photoshop, video editing. Marketing, you learn as much as long as you do, you keep learning about all the marketing tactics and stuff. But yeah, so I was pretty good with video editing, Photoshop and stuff, and using like internet. And I said, I want to try. So I tried in 2019, and I launched a store. Like my first ever ad worked. I was not in profit, like I was losing money, but I had a sale. It was the first time I saw the notification on
Shopify.
Yeah. And because I live in Switzerland, I was selling in the US market. I went to sleep. I woke up. I saw Shopify notification. I would never forget this one. I run that store and another one, made just a little bit of money. I was just like testing the waters. It was like I knew nothing. Then I got a job. At the same time, I worked at that job, at a security job. I was a security agent.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Where?
In Switzerland, like in a company, and they put you every week or every month somewhere else. They give you mission and you have to do them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did you protect? What kind of assets did you protect?
There is a lot of watch company in Switzerland.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with precious metals and high-end watches like Rolex and stuff.
Oh, wow. So you armed with a gun and stuff?
No, not armed, but you have you have everything except the gun.
So if something happens, you can just scream. Ah!
Scream or use I don't know how you call that in English, like the...
Taser?
Yeah, taser, or the thing with pepper in it, or hit the guy with your stick, I don't know,
How much you were making as a security guard?
Like...
5,000?
Yeah, around that, yeah.
$5,000. And it's you can live decent.
Of course, you have to work. You cannot not work, but you can live decent. You will always have food. You will be able to go on vacation. And if you have a family, only with 5,000, it's a bit low. But as a guy living with his parents, it's more than enough.
In countries like that, the United States is also one of those countries where you can. I think Switzerland is probably even better than the United States because you can make quite good income, even doing some relatively simple stuff. And the motivation to start a business, there is no real unless something really presses you or something there is real internal motivation to start a business. It's there is no reason to start a business because it's pretty comfortable life.
Even in the culture, even the people, not like in the US, they tell you have to start. Even if you fail, it's okay. Start again, etc., etc. In Switzerland, even if you tell people I want to start doing that business or have that idea, they'll be like, are you sure? You want to do that? Really? Did you study for it? Did you do that? And if you fail, it's not like in the US, it's okay, you can come back, do it again. It's bro, you failed, go back, go find a job, When you say that you want to do a business on the internet, they look at you like, what are you talking about? Are you scamming people? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? It's difficult, to find people. Now there is more people, even successful people from Switzerland doing dropshipping and other stuff on the internet, affiliate marketing and stuff. But yeah, it's not like in the US you can go somewhere like in Miami and you will find people doing the same activity as you. In Switzerland, we are not a lot.
Wow.
Maybe today, but when I first started, I was talking a lot with the French people, French guys or American guys, but no Swiss guy.
Wow. Fascinating. All right. So you're working as a security guard, making decent income. Like, what happens next? Like how that transition to the business happened?
Well, I had to stop my first store because I didn't have the funds to pay for the ads. That's it. That's just the problem that I had, the first problem that I had. And so I worked, made some money, and then I came back like almost a year and a half later. And I was still following what was happening in the e-commerce niche, like the new guys coming on YouTube, the new trends, how to run Facebook ads and stuff. And unlucky for me, I did a mistake on Facebook ads and I got banned. Like pretty early, yeah. My real profile was banned and stuff because I got a page restricted. I panicked. I didn't know what it was, and I was like, okay, just create a new page and just change one letter on the name of the page, And they banned me for it. Now I got my profile back. We have the resources to make it work. But at that time, it was pretty difficult. So after a year and a half, I came back. I went with an associate. Mm-hmm. Which is still a good friend of mine. We don't work together anymore, but he's still a good friend of mine and stuff. And yeah, 2021, we made good money, like around 800K in revenue between all the stores.
What did you sell and where did you sell?
I was mainly selling in the French market, in the US market a little bit, but mainly it was French market, a bit of Spanish market. So I would say I sell mainly for now in the European markets.
You speak French?
French, exactly.
Okay, interesting. That's, I think, another thing to consider. If you speak specific languages, I think that by itself is like an advantage, right? Yeah. Or if you're from a specific country, like don't go, for instance, to US market just because everyone goes to US market.
Exactly.
Right, like find a market where you have some kind of a competitive advantage, or you understand the culture, you understand the mentality, so you can pretty much, because those markets usually are not as competitive as the US market, where you'd have to be like, you have to be like really good marketer in order to kind of like be competitive and scale.
Like the CPMs in the French market, even now during Q4 at like 6, 7.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think if you have a good creative, a good product, etc., the CPMs will be low. But I have a friend running in the US market. He's profitable, but he showed me like $30 CPMs and stuff. So it's pretty different, yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you. I mean, we run like beauty, like for the most part. I mean, our CPM sometimes $100, $120.
Wow.
Yeah, and we're still profitable. Yeah. We're still profitable because the click-through rate is high, the conversion rate is great, the AUV is like high, so we're making it work economically. But just to kind of like show the difference, right, in the level of competition between different countries. Wow. All right, so so 2021 you've had some good momentum, right? What happened next?
2022, we've had all the bands you can possibly think of, like all. Stripe, Facebook, even Shopify. My credit card was like, I don't know, shadow banned or something. You put it in a new store, the store Shopify bans you. Like it's crazy thing. Crazy thing can happen,
Wow.
And they can really discourage a lot of people, especially when you first start. You have maybe 5K left, and you want to start e-commerce. It can be difficult, and it was difficult. So what I did in 2022, my former partner wanted to do something else I didn't want to get involved in. I was like, okay, let's try one thing. I have now marketing skills. I want to see if I can find a job in Switzerland where they always ask you like if you went to university and stuff, in a marketing company with a good salary. I was like, I don't mind working like a year or a few months and see how it goes, And lucky for me, I got a job in a pretty big marketing company, direct response company, doing lead generation at that company. And
lead generation for what specifically?
Health, in the health niche. They were selling like investment courses, survivalism courses.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they had a lot of, it was a big group with a lot of verticals. And I was just below the head of paid advertising, and I was working with I was like a consultant, working with every company inside the group. Because sometimes you think that what you learn by yourself only works in one specific niche, let's say dropshipping, Shopify, e-commerce and stuff. But honestly, we get like real valuable skills. And thanks to that, I got that job. I worked for almost 9 months, made a good salary, and I had some money left from my former stores, plus that money, plus I wanted to, maybe you don't have to think like that because it's the Swiss guy in me that thinks like that. But now, thanks to that, even if I don't do dropshipping, I can find a job, have a good salary, and work in marketing. That's not what I want. I don't want to work anymore for nobody. But thanks to that, I was like more at ease. Like I had peace of mind. I can now start doing e-commerce again, and that's why I joined the ESS. I joined the ESS like 2 weeks after starting my store.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What motivated you to join ESS?
I was looking at YouTube. I wanted to come back into e-com after almost a year without doing it. I wanted to see the new trends, the new things that people are doing, and I didn't want to sell like gimmick products. Even though you can make a lot of money. Even now, if it will take me maybe a year, 2 years, like we were discussing inside the group like 2 days ago with the guys, I rather now have like a brand, make some money of it, and play the long term. So pick a niche like beauty or hair, so I don't know, and like come with quality products, take care of your customers, and play for the long run.
Mm-hmm.
So I joined the SS. I got that job. I quit that job. I went back into doing some e-com after taking some times off. And the first store I launched is the one I still have now.
Oh, nice.
So that's pretty cool, yeah.
Nice.
When we saw each other in Zurich last summer, I was making my first month where I was going to make like 30, 50K, or around 30, 50K. And my best month was in July, and my best month were July and August. I made like 160K in revenue those 2 months.
What margins?
I almost, like after paying everything, just before taxes, I'm at 22%.
Nice.
So it's cool, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. And now I have that store. It's a bit slower now for me. Like I'm not taking like, I'm not using Q4 the best way I should be. But it's okay. Like you keep learning, you keep doing your...
and you're preparing everything for Q1, Q2, for those seasons where it will be massive.
I saw what Marek told last time he was here with you, and all other guys we spoke on in the group. I see what I haven't done that they are doing, and I want to bring that to my store and my business for next year. I was lucky, and maybe I did a good job, but I think I was lucky to find products and a niche that is profitable, even with... I do VSLs, but not big VSLs of 20 minutes, 50 minutes. Like I do like dropshipping ads, VSL style, like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, with a mix of like the dropshipping montage, when you have the products and stuff, and some UGC content. It worked well. And maybe I think if I want to go to the next level, where all the guys are, where you are and stuff, I need to like listen what they are doing. It's logic. You go see what other people like they are above you, what are they doing? You learn from it and you go do it.
That's a very good question to ask yourself, like, who do you want to be? In order to operate business on different levels, you have to become the person that's capable to operate business on those levels. Like, for example, everyone wants to be rich. I've done well for myself to a certain degree, right? But you give me like $1 billion company, I have no idea how to operate it, right?
Yeah.
I would have to evolve so many times over and over again to be able to operate those companies. It won't be comfortable to ask yourself this question, right? Like, but who you really are, like, okay, I'm here, I'm a drop shipper. It's like people come to these like meetings, say like, I'm an alcoholic, and like, so this is where you start, right? But you can ask yourself like, who do you want to be and what's required to get there? And then put yourself in an environment like for example, you're in ESS, around like other people that are also having those similar kind of like goals, and then just pushing each other, sharing stuff with each other, and helping each other grow.
Yeah. It's very important. And as you mentioned, you have to be like grounded. You have to be focused and know what you want, know what you have to do, and just do it. Like I've never been like a party guy or something. Like I always been calm. I pray. I'm Muslim. I train a lot. As you know, I box and stuff. And I think all those things, they help you in business. Your personal life, what you do in personal life, will help you in business. Of course, there's some crazy guys making millions of dollars and they do crazy stuff, party, drugs. I don't know, crazy things. It's not me. Also, I'm 30 years old now. It's no more games. Like, I don't want to be like at 35 still looking at Facebook ad library, checking what people are doing, you know, like I like it, but I want to be like at the next level, maybe having people doing it for me, like running a business, you know, not like spying. I mean, you can keep doing it, but you know what I'm trying to say, like as you grow in business, especially what we do in e-commerce and dropshipping, you will face challenges, and each challenge is bigger than the last one.
Yeah.
And you're like, how am I going to pass that challenge and stuff? And then remember, you said the same thing last time. Like when I was banned from everywhere, I was like, how am I going to make it? Like it's over for me. And actually it was not. Like you keep going, you grind. You make connections, you discuss with people. Also, one thing I want to say, it's important to network with people, not look like someone who just want to make friends, like you don't bring value to people, especially like we do in ESS. Even if you're smaller than some guys, you can still bring them value, you can share together, grow together, help them, they will help you and stuff. It's super important, yeah.
Joining community or investing in something like a mastermind, you know, doesn't have to be ESS, whichever one you choose, but it is great. And what you want to be looking for, as you said, is kind of like identifying those like one person or few people, right? That it's not transactional. It's like, oh, it's like, yeah, you know, the guy has like something to share with me and I share something with me. Okay, cool. This is the business. This is where it ends, right? But maintaining those relationships, and you might be in touch for the next like 5-10 years. You might become like great friends based on the business, based on the value that you're delivering to each other. These guys are not doing millions per month. The other guy's doing millions per month. So everyone is kind of like pushing on the similar level, right? Because they're supporting each other, sharing you know, advice and insights with each other, and helping each other to grow. And obviously competitive, healthy competition. I want to do better than this guy, and like
you have to have it. It's for us, like for men, it's important. Like even when you were a kid, you wanted to be the best. You say my father is stronger than yours and stuff. Like, it's healthy, yeah.
For sure. I know you're also boxing, right? How does it help you kind of like to stay grounded in the business? Does it?
Yeah, it's important for a man, like not to know how to fight. Of course, it can help you, but like the competitiveness of boxing and other martial arts, you learn respect, you learn to be grounded, you control your emotions, you don't scream for nothing, you don't get angry for nothing. You know that there is people stronger than you. Even if you're a big guy and stuff, a small guy can beat you up. It's true, yeah, it's true. Especially when you first start, yeah. So it really helps. And after training, you did boxing too. After training, you know how you feel. Like you're calm, like all the animosity. Because sometimes with dropshipping, I mean, in business in general, you can get angry pretty easy. You wake up a bad news, you go to bed with a bad news. Always something happen. And it helps a lot, yeah.
You know, there's like I call this like ad depression. You know, when it's like let's say your ads don't perform for whatever reason, you know, many people get sad and depressed and like what happened, and it's like impacting their mood. So the personal and business is so overconnected, and sometimes people see like, oh, which buttons to click on Ads Manager, or you know, which products sell the best. But at the end of the day, it starts, you know, like we just covered, starts with yourself, like who you are, what kind of person you are, what personal qualities, what personal traits you have, right? That will help you to achieve the business goals that you have.
We all wanted like to make money quick. Especially with internet stuff, like all the gurus, all the guys are like, oh, you can make that kind of that much money in that little time and stuff. And it is possible, but if that's what you are chasing, you might have it, but sometimes some things won't be right. Because one day you will have money, you will spend it, you won't have it, you will try to chase money quick and you won't make it, and that's it. You won't do business anymore. And you really have. Maybe it's because, like, I don't know, I'm a spiritual guy or something, but you have to trust the process. It took me a little bit of time to understand it, but everyone has like his own path and his own like not speed, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like maybe for a guy to be a millionaire, it will take 1 year. Maybe for another one to take 5. Maybe for me 10. Maybe 7. I don't know. You know. 2 days ago, like someone asked in the group, "Hey, what took you from doing 5K per day consistently, which was my level, to doing like 1 million per month, 2 million, 6 million, I don't know." And a few guys came and say, you know what, we were at your level 3 years ago, 2 years ago. And it helped you to take a step back and look at yourself and your business, and you're like, I'm just doing the right thing. Because if they were at my level a year ago, 2 or 3 years ago, it means that I might be, you're never sure 100%, but I might be on the right path to making those kind of numbers too. I think that's really important to trust the process.
When it comes to like VSLs, like do you just like replicate the structure that you see of successful VSLs? What's your process? Let's say you wanna put together a VSL. How you approaching that process?
Okay, so what I've done like for my store, like the last few months, is I looked at what other guys are doing, like in the US market, because the big guys are there, and
any particular brands you're like monitoring?
A few health-related brands, yeah. Even if you don't know how much the brand is making, when you look at the ad library and you see like 200, 300 ads, you know they're spending a lot of money. So you know they're making good money out of it. So I was looking what they were doing, and I replicated, but not 100%, because they did I'm sure they invested a lot of money on their VSLs, and they're long. They have a lot of creators. The script is different from like a VSL to another, and I did not like took all those steps that they've made. I just like took a script that I saw what they were making, and I made my own script. I used my skills, some AI and stuff, and I came up with a video. With an ad, and it worked. And I kept making variants of that ad, and that's how I was able to scale like for 4 to 5 months.
Very nice, very nice. So which markets you've been operating in?
French market.
French market.
Yeah.
Only French market.
Only French market. Yeah.
Wow. Very nice. So what's the potential of French market like from your experience? Like, is it like, can you do like, let's say 1 million per month in French market?
Yeah, I think you can, because I know a big brand selling, I don't know how to call it in English, but something you put on the toilet to help you wash yourself when you finish your business.
Really?
And they're making more than 1 million a month. And
wow.
It's a big brand now. They have all the things you have to do to be at that level, all the things that the guy in ESS are telling. I think the guy is doing them. So in the French market, you can do it. Matteo, who has more experience than me, told me that for him, the French market is the second best in the world, because it's stable. Mm-hmm. Like for him, it's like US market, French market, and then the rest.
Oh, wow, really? Yeah. So even better than German market?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
He likes it more, and I saw it, like I was super stable for like 4 or 5 months. And the moment it went a little bit down was after summer. Mm-hmm. I don't know if the people there, like they went on vacation, they came back, school is there again, work is there again, they have to go back to work. They stopped buying. Like really, the Sunday was great, Monday was shit, and then it was like 3 weeks in a row. It was quite something, you know. Uh-huh. And you just have to deal with it. I know that if next year I still have the store or another one in the French market, I will scaling like Q1, Q2, Q3 a little bit less, and try to scale for Q4.
What payment processors are being people using?
People like PayPal, but I don't have it. I don't use PayPal for now. I will maybe use it in the future, but I didn't want all the headaches that people are having with PayPal. I saw it in the group and with other guys, so I went only with the credit card. So Stripe, Shopify payments, I use both of them, and it's going great. As long as you don't have like a high dispute rates, your products are have good quality, you take care of your customers and stuff, you communicate with them, they don't do disputes. So I think you can just run Stripe and Shopify payments, and it will be good.
And do you use like advertorials, landing pages, product pages? So
I tested advertorials, but didn't work well. I tried going directly to the sales page, and it works better. I have like around 4% conversion rate, so it's great, yeah.
Nice. Well, what's the average order value? So my product is
below 30, and with the upsells and all the order bumps and stuff, I can get it to 36. So that's also one thing I want to work on for next year, is to be able to sell the same product for higher, because my products, for example, in the US market, the brand is selling it like $20 above my price
Oh, wow.
So I'm sure they're pretty profitable, and that's what. To be able to sell it to that price, like the same product, I think you have to work a lot on the VSLs, the perceived value of your product.
What are the major learnings you have taken from the affiliate, from that industry you've briefly worked in, like affiliate marketing?
Mm-hmm.
Like what volumes you were seeing there? Like
I was spending around 100K on ads per month.
Per month.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. In US market?
French market also.
Oh, French market. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, French market with all the verticals.
Uh-huh. Was it like profitable?
Yeah. Especially but that company does like, you know Agora?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're the French Agora.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they're making like 200 million a year, and they make a lot of money out of the back ends. So even if you're not profitable on the front end, they don't really care, because they take the email of the people, and they have like gauntlets and flows for months and months, and at the end of the flow, people will buy a course for 4 or 5K.
Really?
Yeah.
On financial niche, kind of like business opportunity.
Financial, beauty, especially for older women.
Courses?
Health. Yeah, courses. Yeah.
Courses on beauty.
Yeah. Courses or like coaching and stuff. Yeah, and they have coach in house, or they make partnership with other coaches in the French market, and they also have some physical products also, and books. Yeah, a lot of things.
Wow, it's fascinating. So and so they based in you worked with this company in Switzerland.
Yeah, Switzerland. Yeah,
it's a Swiss company or a French company?
Swiss company, selling in the French and a little bit of German too. Yeah.
Nice. Wow.
So to answer your question, it was great for me because I was able to, let's say it like that, I was able to spend money on ads. It was not my money. Mm-hmm. So I was able to test things, and when it worked, it was great. When it didn't work, you work on it and stuff. So it was great. I was able to learn a lot. In e-commerce, sometimes I saw some people running ads, like they're not very good, like the ads are not very great, but the product is insane. They're able to find the products, be the first on it, and even if the ads it's not a VSL, it's not like a big ad, something super creative and stuff with a script and stuff, they're still able to make a good amount of money. And I think lead generation is a bit harder because you don't have a product that will do the work for you. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to make people trust you to give you their emails or name or phone number. It depends, so what they want people to give them. And being able to have good results there, I'm sure helped me to have good results in e-commerce this year.
Interesting. And I think you raised such a good point, because no matter what industry you're in, right, it doesn't matter what you sell, you have to understand the psychology of people on the other side of the screen. Let's say, if you're selling something online, right, someone on the other side of screen, like how you can reverse engineer them, right? Yeah. So you have your desired outcome, right? Which is, let's say, person giving you their email address or let's say phone number or whatever that is, right? Or in e-commerce, it's a person actually pulling out their credit card, right? And then you have to reverse engineer that into, okay, what steps or what kind of like moving parts are there, and kind of like how I can persuade that person to do that. So either it's, let's say in e-commerce, like crafting like an offer, buy one, get one free, right? Buy two, get one free, right? Like let's say you want to increase your average order value, right? Emphasizing the guarantee, removing the risk from the person, right? Like, okay, you don't like the product, it's okay. Like 60, 90 days, whatever, you can return it, you'll get your money back. And kind of like thinking about that, I think is so crucial. And some of those steps, I think people oftentimes like missing, because they're like, oh, let me just copy the ads, from another person. Let me just copy the landing pages, but not strategically thinking about how that conviction, kind of like how you can convince that person to do do what you want them to do.
Exactly. And the skill I had to learn and to get better at was copywriting. copywriting for lead generation is a big thing, because sometimes your landing page is just like the PDF, a button, and you have to have like the best headline possible to make them want to get the PDF. Where I was working, there were good copywriters. Like they had like incentives if they do a good sales copy and it works, they get the money. Also, they get a part of the money. So I was talking a lot with them. They will tell me, okay, try this, try that, and stuff. And the more you try, the more you do, the more you understand.
Yeah, it comes down to the same kind of principle, right? Like, who do you want to? Let's say you want to do a business that does you want to have a business that does, let's say, 1 million a month, right? What kind of person you would need to have, what kind of skills you'd have to accumulate. Okay, I have to become like a average or above average copywriter in order to achieve these goals, right? Because maybe right now you don't have a capital to hire like a super expensive copywriter. Exactly. You have to learn those skills yourself, right? Okay, so what else there? I have to become decent at maybe not editing videos, but at least understanding how videos are edited, what really matters in those videos, like how to make those videos more dynamic, right? How to make the videos, convince someone to give you money. Those are kind of the skills that you acquire along the way, but being very clear on, kind of like which direction you go and what things you have to acquire to get there.
Exactly. And you have to know what you want to do, what you want to become. I know I want to be able to have a brand that does, or a few stores, 2-3 brands, but I want to be able to make like 500K a month, then 1 million a month, then maybe more. If it comes down to money, I don't need to be super rich, like crazy rich and stuff, because I know when you die, you don't take that money with you, But I want to be able to just do what I want. Not crazy stuff, but as you said, in Switzerland we live comfortably.
Yeah.
But you have to work every day. The retirement age is like 65. I'm sure by the time I'm 65 it will be 75 or 70. I don't know. So I don't want to have to work until the end of my life, and I want to be able to do what I want, provide for my family, for my future family and stuff. And I have like a number in mind. I soon, if God's will, I will achieve that number. And I know with that number, you're pretty set. You're pretty set, yeah.
What advice would you give someone that, let's say, maybe at your level, like a few years ago, or let's say when you just started, like you joined ESS, right? Like back into e-commerce, and like the things that you've learned over the last few months, like what advice would you give to yourself?
Like to do what I've done, or to be go higher?
Yeah, to even like to get to the level where you're at right now, right? Like knowing what you know now, and having that good success like in the last few months. Like what would you
pick a way of doing things? Like in ESS and for me, it's a lot about VSLs, funnels, having I think in ESL it's more about like marketing, coming with good marketing than just coming with a product and running ads and just scaling. And the advice I would give to someone is pick a way of doing things, because there is a lot of way of doing things that work, but you have to stick to one and get better at it each day. Keep learning about it. Find people that are doing that way of doing business. Drop shipping and e-commerce, and try to understand why they're doing those things, and it will help you make I think good money, like 100K in 4 or 5 months, like from my computer in my room. It's great. Like you take a step back and you say you could have been working from the 1st of January to the end of the year to make that money with only 4 weeks of vacation, not be able to come to Miami and see you and stuff. So you have to take a step back, and the advice is pick a way of doing things and follow it, get better at it, and just keep doing it.
Awesome. Thank you, Malik. Looking forward to see you at 500K months, then 1 million a month, and going to go from here to where you want to go. So thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you a lot.
Thank you.